Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. More on them later. Today in The Sims 4, we're building a house in the shape of the number 9, and with every room, I have to increase the number of items I place by 9. I am part of the EA Creator Network, so some packs were gifted to me and some packs I've purchased myself. Welcome back to the final episode of the Numbers Challenge, an original series on my channel where you guys decided the rules for every single episode. As usual, I will link the entire series playlist down below so you can binge the entire series. We have gone through quite the journey here of furnishing and also roofing all of these number shells. I'm very impressed with how normal a lot of these homes look despite the fact that they are numbers. So it just goes to show that you can make a really nice, fully functioning home no matter what the shape of your house is and no matter what weird rules you implement. But of course, all good things must come to an end, and we are on our final episode. Initially for this episode, I was thinking that every single room would have exactly 9 items, but I was a little worried that that would be kind of boring, but a lot of you suggested to go in increments of 9. So the first room will have 9 objects, and then 18 objects, and then 27 objects, and then 36 objects, and so on and so forth. I feel like with this specific rule, it will start off kind of hard and then get a little bit easier and then get harder at the end. Like only 9 or 18 objects in a room is like not really much to work with, but on the flip side, 72 or 81 objects in one room is just way too many. So I feel like we're gonna have to be very strategic with this challenge. And if you guys have been here following along since episode 1, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It helps to signal to me that you guys like build series like this so I can do more stuff like this in the future. And I am now accepting suggestions on what type of videos you want to see moving forward. It doesn't have to be a series, it can be one-off video suggestions as well. I'm open to do whatever you guys want to see. And with that being said, let's get started on our 9-shaped home. Before we get started, I want to give a thank you to today's sponsor, the award-winning VPN, Surfshark. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you're somebody who enjoys consuming content. Maybe you're chronically online like myself, and I thought using a VPN was standard practice nowadays. I've been using one for as long as I can remember, probably over 5 years now. But it has come to my attention that some people are not using a VPN, so you better listen up. Surfshark allows you to change your virtual location so you can access content from around the world. The amount of streaming services you need to have nowadays is honestly getting out of hand. For example, Pretty Little Liars is available on Canadian Netflix, but it's apparently not available on American Netflix. You need to buy a different streaming service. It's a little ridiculous. With Surfshark, you're able to quickly and easily change your location and instantly have access to more content. But for me, the most important part of Surfshark is its ability to secure my online data. A VPN makes sure that your city, country, and download history aren't linked to your identity. Especially if you use public Wi-Fi, you should be protecting your data. Surfshark also allows you to have unlimited devices under one account, so you can protect your computer, your iPad, your phone, everything. I know we all joke about constantly being tracked online and how our data is just out there, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can protect yourself. Thankfully, I have an exclusive offer for you guys. You can get an extra 4 months of Surfshark for free using code DoctorAshley. Just click the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen. Surfshark also offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is no risk to trying it. I really hope you guys try it out and you can browse in peace. I have come to realize that this challenge might be more problematic than I thought, just because our rooms are so small. Like if we were doing this challenge in a full-size house, that would be one thing, but look at how tiny our rooms are. They only have like 10 to 16 tiles maximum, but I mean, you guys asked for this, I guess, so you're gonna get what you want. Also, in case you're wondering, yes, the number 9 and the number 6 are the exact same shell, and yes, I did do a completely different floor plan in the number 9, so there's no repeating, there's no cheating. I think I actually like this floor plan a little bit better. Starting out right here, we have our front entryway, which will lead into our living room and also an office. Over here, we have the one and only bedroom, which is accessible from the office, but also from the bedroom here. Making our way to the bottom of the 9, we will have our dining room and kitchen. This is going to be an open concept space, but I think I'm still going to count these as 2 separate rooms. So there are 7 rooms total, which means the minimum amount of objects I'm going to place is 9, and the maximum is going to be 63. I really don't know which one of these rooms is going to be able to fit 63 items. Maybe the kitchen, because I can clutter it, or perhaps the bedroom? I don't know, man. I'm like stressed about it already. That feels like a future Ashley problem. Let's get started on our first room, which will only have to have 9 objects, and I'm gonna do the entryway. Let's just place down a simple entryway table. Let's go a little contemporary with this fitness stuff pack one. Oh, but I kind of want to use this new mirror from the Bistro Cafe kit or whatever it's called. This table from the Growing Together pack matches just a little bit better. This contemporary carpet from the Tiny Living pack, just sized down 1 or 2 times. And this luscious base game bouquet over here. This change catcher from the Everyday Clutter kit. And I somehow feel like this vase from Island Living fits the vibe. Swapping out the overhead light for something kind of like modern industrial. So far we have 7 objects in this room. I'm obviously not going to count any archways, doors, wallpaper, or flooring. Let's just go with this phone and keys clutter from the Everyday Clutter kit and hang up this shelf on the wall. And here's our 9 object entryway all done. Honestly, it looks really good. I love the vibe we're going with. We're off to a good start, you guys. Let's move on to the next room. Okay, I've got my thinking cap on, and 9 plus 9 is 18. Which room is best suited for 18 objects? I'm kind of thinking the dining room, because if you really think about it, a dining room can only really fit so many objects. Like, there's a table, there's a limited amount of chairs. You're not going to clutter up the table too much because you have to put food on it. I just feel like cluttered dining rooms they're not really a thing, you know? Let's use some of these new chairs from the what is it called? Bistro Oasis kit? Oh my gosh. It's called the Cozy Bistro kit. Cozy Bistro, Cafe Oasis, Cozy Cafe kit, you know, it's getting a little out of hand, you guys. I can't be expected to remember what every single DLC is called. Okay, doors obviously don't count towards the object count because they're like mandatory, but technically windows aren't mandatory, so should windows be included in the count? I'm gonna go with yes, only because I think it might help us. I'm just rigging the rules in my favor, what can I say? You guys weren't specific enough in the comment section, okay? You left it up to interpretation. Okay, so far we're at 10 objects, including the windows. We're looking pretty good. I'm just gonna put this plant in the corner. Maybe we can do a little photo collage on the wall here. That is sure to take up a lot of objects. It's kind of a sellout strategy if you ask me, but you know, it's not against the rules. Okay, what are we at? We're at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We need 3 more objects. Oh, what about curtains? We can do some curtains. Here's 16, here's 17. We need 1 more object. Let's make it a classy dining room and put a record player by the window here. I'm just gonna audit my work. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 exactly. I might not count out loud at the end of each room, but you guys just have to trust me, okay? I'm not a cheater, and I do audit my work. And here's our 18 object dining room all done. I absolutely love the vibes here. It's giving like cozy European bistro or something like that. I think it goes really well with the entryway, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, 18 plus 9 is 27. I feel like we need to go onto the bathroom. If I delay the bathroom any longer and wait till 36 or higher, it will just get out of hand. So let's move on to the bathroom here. A 27 object bathroom. I'm not sure if I've ever done that before, but also to be fair, I don't have a habit of like really counting how many objects I have in my builds normally. So I actually have like no concept of what is a normal amount of objects to include in each room. I'm just like kind of guessing. Let's make this entire corner section a big like walk-in shower, obviously using the Moschino dividers, just sizing them down by 2 like so, and then stacking them on top of each other to create a glass wall. Because I insist on having 2 entrances to this bathroom, I'll unfortunately have to put the toilet right here, like right when you open the door. This Parenthood long mirror for our sink area. Okay, with just the bare necessity basics, we're at 10 items and we need to get to 27. So I'm gonna have to go pretty hard on the clutter. Luckily, we do have the bathroom clutter kit to help us. Let's go with this rug from the Book Nook kit underneath our sink. And we can raise this corner piece up on a platform to create a shelf to put a bunch of clutter items. Let's put these shower gels and also this bar soap, this shower caddy as well. Basically, everything from the bathroom clutter kit is going in this room. And this Jungle Adventure stool in the corner would be a nice luxurious touch. For the counter, we have this soap, also the electrical toothbrush, a candle. Oh, also these light switches. This definitely counts as an item. With all of the clutter, we're already at 22 objects, so we only need 5 more. I'm thinking we include this towel rack right by the shower. I just added this tiny circular cottage living window for some personality. Also these wall sconces from the Cozy Bistro kit to give it more of a dim vibe. I added this plant for greenery as well as the infamous wine painting on the far wall here. And here is 27 objects objects in a bathroom. It really felt like 27 objects in a bathroom was gonna be way too much, but this is honestly a pretty average amount, I would say. I'm gonna guess that most of my bathrooms around this size probably have anywhere from 20 to 30 objects in it. But let me know what you guys think of this bathroom. Also, I just thought of this, before we go any further, comment down below which room you would assign to each number. So we have 7 rooms which have 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, and 63 items. I want you to answer now before we move any further, because obviously as you watch me do this build, you're gonna gain some perspective and it will like influence you as to like what the best result is. Because I'm going in blind, like I never actually count the number of objects I place per room, so I'm interested to see what order you guys would have gone in. 27 plus 9 is 36. We're getting up there with the object count. I think I should do this tiny office while we still can. Let's go in with some windows first, you know, and knock out some easy points there. Let's use this cats and dogs desk and this city living computer. And when it comes to desk chair, even in The Sims, I will always go for comfort over aesthetic. I just feel very strongly about the fact that The Sims deserve an ergonomic desk chair. I've got back problems too, okay? I really sympathize with The Sims. Let's grab my favorite growing together lamp. You guys know I've been using this a ton, basically in every build. And also one of my new favorite potted plants, this one from the Crystal Creations pack. Look at how beautiful all of the swatches are for the vase. Like, this is top tier, you guys. And the globe bar would be perfect in this corner. I haven't used this object in so long. It used to be like one of my favorites. I just noticed this about the Book Nook kit paintings, but why are they kind of like angled away from the wall? They're like that. Like, shouldn't they at least be leaning back against the wall? But like, why would they need to be like this? Is that new? Has it always been like that? Can anyone explain what the like mechanics of that are? Like, how is it defying gravity like that? I'm not a fan of that. I wish they would just sit flat, or they would be leaning back but not forward. That's weird. I think this base game chest would look good by the window here. It would also act as a good ledge for us to like clutter it up with items. The person who lives here looks very studious now. Okay, let's get a temperature check here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And I need 36. We need 14 more items. Not gonna lie, that's kind of a lot. It's okay, Ashley. Lock in, and go to Clutter Town. It's an office. You can just put piles and piles of books on the floor or something. This is where it starts to get kind of hard when you like run out of things to place. And then also your build starts to get really messy looking and the vibes get thrown off completely. Oh my gosh, it's so cluttered in here. 2 more items. I have literally audited this room 4 times. There is exactly 36 items in this office. It is very cluttered, very painting and book focused, but still completely functional. These magazines are from the Moschino pack. This stack of books is from the High School Years expansion pack. This rug is from the Werewolves pack, and this mug is from the Everyday Clutter kit. I don't think this room looks too ridiculous. Like, it's definitely cluttered, but not suspiciously cluttered that you think I'm doing a challenge. All of this clutter also gives the room a ton of personality, which I love, but let me know what you guys think of this office, and let's move on to the next room. Okay, moving on to our 5th room. 9 times 5 is 45. We have to fit 45 items into this living room. I'm a little worried about this one. As we get to the higher numbers, it's getting a little bit concerning. I think we just started off so strong. Like, right off the bat, I was feeling pretty good about how it was going. But as the numbers get higher and higher, it's becoming quite stressful. I should have been using these curtains all along, because each of these count as its own piece. So we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items just on this window here. Piggybacking off of that idea, we should definitely use the module couch from Dream Home Decorator, because these are also all individual pieces. Haha. Yes, I have found a solution, you guys. We can mount our TV on this wall. Let's use the frame TV from the Modern Luxe kit. This is like my favorite TV now. And I'm just gonna go ahead and search modular on my search bar to find more Dream Home Decorator pieces to build out our TV stand. Here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 items accounted for. It honestly feels like I'm cheating, but like I'm not. We already have 15 items in this room, so we're a quarter of the way there, and it doesn't even look that cluttered. cluttered yet. I like using this glass outdoor table as a coffee table a lot of the times. It's like the perfect size. We have yet to use a fluffy rug in this build. How do we feel about putting it in the living room right here? I went ahead and added some core items. I have this lamp from the Book Nook kit, as well as this side table from the Vintage Glamour pack, also some base game plants, and this stand-up mirror I thought was a nice touch. I also cluttered up these shelves with some miscellaneous items like this radio and just some decor pieces. So we are at 27 items right now. So we're over halfway there. We only need 18 more items. I think we're in a good spot. Let's put this candle on the coffee table here. Also, we can include some pillows from, I think it's from the Modern Luxe kit. We can throw at least 3 or 4 of these down. Also some magazines on the coffee table. Maybe a gaming console in one of these cubes, why not? Because the office is so cluttered, I'm just dying to make this room not so cluttered, especially since they're right next to each other. I just want it to look more minimalistic. Okay, I need 6 more items, but there really isn't any more room here. I seriously can't put down any more books, like there's enough of that in the office. This random picture frame is looking pretty good. Maybe I can include another candle. Oh, maybe since this is kind of like a bar cart, I can put these bottles of wine on like the lower rack there. That looks kind of classy, and it's not weird that we're putting multiple. I really like that. I think it looks super good. With the wine bottles, I was actually able to delete 2 items. So here is 45 items in this tiny living room. I'm seriously shocked. This doesn't look like 45 items at all. It actually looks pretty minimalist, especially compared to the office, which actually has 9 items less. This looks way more cluttered than this room. This really puts into perspective what 45 items can look like. I don't have anything bad to say about this room. I'm super happy with it. Our next room is gonna have 54 items, and we're moving on to the bedroom here. As usual, let's knock out a few items with the windows here. Maybe we'll try this city living bed in the corner. Obviously, we'll use a Dream Home Decorator to create kind of like a walk-in closet. This right here is already 8 objects. I can clutter it up even more, maybe with some shoes. Also some of these boxes. I should really be using more of these boxes because they don't look as cluttered as just like placing a bunch of items. Let's also put some makeup. Maybe this can be like a mini vanity of sorts. Okay, I think that's good for the closet portion. That's already 16 items just right here. And the windows and curtains are 12, so that's 28. The bed is 29, and we need to get to 54. Let's put our full-length mirror over here, make sure that's out of the way. We'll put the city living rug underneath the city living bed. I would love to put a couple of these cozy boucle sofas. I want these so badly in real life. Honestly, if the Sims team just went on every luxury furniture store's website and just made the furniture from that website, I would eat it up. Sims team, just go to restorationhardware.com, go to Pottery Barn, go to Rove Concepts, and just make that furniture. I'm still waiting for my Restoration Hardware cloud modular couch in the game. Not that I don't love the Dream Home Decorator sectional couch, like this is still, you know, game-changing, life-changing to me, but they kind of released this sectional couch and then never really followed it up with anything. I kind of thought that after Dream Home Decorator, it would like open up the floodgates for them to do more sectional couches. And at this point, the cloud couch is like not super trendy anymore, so it was a total missed opportunity. Not that furniture should be trendy at all, like that's such a horrible concept. Fast fashion is bad enough, we don't need fast furniture. Although I do feel like furniture prices have gone up drastically and the quality is just like not that good anymore. What happened to the furniture that would last like decades and generations? Now it feels like furniture is all made of cardboard. Or at least the furniture in my budget. I don't know, maybe there's like some good brands out there. The seating area is definitely a little bit squishy, but I still really love it nonetheless. We're not even at 40 items yet. I think I'm gonna have to go in with my tried and true photo collage. The only concern is that I might run out of paintings to use. Like I might use every painting possible in the game. Let's go with this cats and dogs quad so it looks like cohesive around the room. I never know if you're supposed to put the lights like on top of the bed or if that's like a safety hazard. Like to me it just looks like most aesthetic to put it on top of the bed, but realistically I feel like the light is kind of like at the end of the bed, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Currently I don't actually have an overhead light in my bedroom. A lot of condos don't have like an overhead light in the bedroom. They only have like plugs for lamps, and then the light switch is connected to one of the plugs. I don't really know why that is. Maybe it's like a money saving thing, so you don't have to do like all of the electrical wiring. This is the perfect amount of clutter for a bedroom. Like, I really don't want to put anything else. Let me audit and get back to you. We're at 48 out of 54, so we need 6 more items. Maybe just another plant on the floor. You know, when in doubt, just add more plants clustered up on the floor. Ooh, what about an overhead fan? That could be a nice touch, right? More of this wine, perhaps? You know, no one has ever said no to more wine. Oh, I have 53. I need one more item, but it's looking so cluttered here. Okay, we're gonna go with another candle, you guys. Just one more candle, okay? This whole house is such a fire hazard. There's so many of these small little candles everywhere. It's the only object I can think of that is like tiny enough to not make a huge impact, but it also kind of helps the vibe, if you know what I mean. But there, that should be 54 items. I love how this bedroom turned out. I love all the open windows, the sheer curtains, the natural light. This is like my favorite bed in the entire game, and these are like my favorite chairs in the whole game. I absolutely love this mirror from the basement clutter kit. I think it really goes with this like old luxury rich vibe. And yeah, considering this is 54 items, it doesn't look too cluttered. I seriously don't know where we went wrong with this office. Like, this office just looks like a disaster blew up in here, despite it being one of the like smaller numbers. But this doesn't look that bad. I'm like slowly starting to rebuild my confidence with this challenge. It was going downhill for a second there, but this looks like something I would totally do even without a challenge. It's time for our final room, which is the kitchen, and this one is going to be 63 items. I really hope my strategy is correct here in saving the kitchen for last. I kind of figured with all of the kitchen counter pieces, I'd be able to rack up some numbers. Let's go in with these country kitchen kit countertops. They're like my favorite, you guys know. A little bit of a weird shape we're working with here, but I managed to make the diagonal work. I just had to like overlap some. Oh, should I use the matching bar stools, or is that like way too matchy-matchy? I'm kind of not down. Maybe I'll just go with these base game ones instead. We'll put our sink here and then figure out some sort of large window to put over the sink. I would like to use this one just because I think that looks really pretty. Hopefully, I mean, do you guys really care when the back of counters is touching the edge of the windows? Like, I know that's like a really big pet peeve for some people, but you know, I feel like we can kind of work around it and like cover it with some bushes or some hedges, because I think it looks completely fine and I'm gonna keep it. Let's use this green fridge from the country kitchen kit. The green swatch is like my favorite. And I want to rack up some extra items, so I'm gonna go in with a separate stove top, also a separate oven on top of the counter. Including the overhead light, we're at 18. I honestly thought we'd be further along with all of these counter pieces, so I'm getting a little bit worried. I guess I'm gonna have to go in with open shelving instead of cabinets so I can clutter up the shelves. That's 20. That's 21, 22. Let's grab this grind together hood fan. Maybe this black swatch kind of matches, especially like the hardware. This fruit basket surely counts as more than one item. Look at how many fruits are in there. This should count for at least 10 items, don't you think? Same with this cookie jar. Look at how many cookies are on that. Oh, what about this vent thing? Yeah, we can put this on the ground. We definitely need that in our house. Don't think I've ever really used this before, but we need it. We need it today. Actually, you know what? Actually, it looks kind of ugly. Maybe not, actually. I'm not that desperate. We can also line this shelf over here. More storage space, more clutter, more items. The kitchen on a diagonal like that actually looks really nice, especially with the open shelving kind of pointing to the window. I like it. I like where this is going. We have multiple types of plates for different occasions. Some are dessert plates, some are dinner plates. Does this one snap to a shelf? No, it does not. Day 745 of asking for a specific plant category that only shows the plants that actually snap to a shelf. Is that seriously too much to ask for? At this point, even if they put that feature in like a $5 kit, like I'll buy it, you know? Don't tempt me with a good time. Ooh, let's do some more wine. We have kind of like a wine theme going in this house. Let's just go all the way, you know? Maybe they have a lot of parties here, or maybe they don't. They just like to drink a lot of wine. Nothing wrong with that. Day 512 of asking for a favorites button so I can access the clutter that I like more easily. Okay, let's do a temperature check. We've got to be pretty close at this point. 59! We're at 59! Oh my gosh, we only need 3 more items. I did pretty well here. I was all worried for no reason. You can always count on clutter We need one more item, and there is this nice, juicy blank wall here. It's just calling my name. What belongs here? You guys know the answer. Say it together with me. 3, 2, 1. The egg painting. Right next to all of these beautifully framed pieces of art is this canvas piece. And here's our 63 item kitchen all done. You guys, I think I definitely made the right call to leave the 63 item room for last in the kitchen, because all of this kitchen clutter made this so easy. Like all of these wine bottles, also these plates, like these actually stack on top of each other so they count as 2. But overall, that's going to be it for our 9 interior. I absolutely love how this interior turned out. It's honestly really nice to be back doing like neutral aesthetic builds. I know a lot of you really like colorful pastel builds, but I also know that a lot of you like this neutral aesthetic as well. So I hope this interior brought you some classic Dr. Ashley build style joy. Let me know down below which room shocked you the most, like which room kind of holds their weight the best. For me, it's probably gotta be either the living room or perhaps even the kitchen. I was really shocked with how many items I could fit in this room and it doesn't look cluttered. But with that being said, let's move on to the roofing and exterior for the final time. Okay, it's time to roof the number 9, and we have quite a few windows to work with. There are no like obvious blank walls or anything, so this should be fairly easy. Of course, we're going in with our tried and true gabled roof. Maybe we can frame this front door section. Maybe going in right away with a half gabled roof to create a porch awning as well. That looks kind of pretty, what do you think? Another gabled roof to cover the main body. Okay, that looks just okay. I kind of want to add some more dimension. Maybe I will duplicate this piece and kind of layer a second one on top like so. Let's pitch it down just a little bit. They're kind of sticking up way too high. Let's pull this one all the way through so there's some dimension on the back. Let's raise this up on a foundation to match the rest, and maybe try out this black kind of Mediterranean roof style. Let's grab these little window accent pieces here too. It kind of matches our other arched windows. Okay, time for a porch. I'm just gonna grab this for rent railing. I think I'll just put the porch on this front section and not do like a wraparound one, mainly because I'm just being kind of lazy. And we can also pair it with some matching black columns as well. We definitely need a chimney or something at the back here just to add more dimension. And the exterior is looking pretty like monochrome and sad. Let's go in with a ton of plants to liven it up. I always gravitate towards the base game hedges, but these island living ones with the flowers in it are actually so pretty and colorful. I need to be a bit more adventurous when it comes to my landscaping. I suppose I could continue the challenge on the exterior and also put like, what are we at, 72 objects out here? I feel like with landscaping and everything, it would be like extremely easy though. There's basically an unlimited amount of landscaping and plants you can place to meet the 72 object count. But as always, I will audit my work and let you guys know at the end if I make it to 72 objects. And that is going to be it for the exterior and roofing for our 9 shaped builds. Like I said, I kind of went in blind with this challenge. I had no perception or like preconceived ideas on how many items I usually put into rooms because I never count, obviously. But with that being said, I think I tackled this challenge so well. Like, it looks very natural and it looks like a typical Dr. Ashley build, if you ask me. I want to give a huge thank you to all of you guys who have been along for the ride for this entire series. It was kind of a short series, but at the same time, it lasted a few months. You know, I think it's good to keep things short and sweet sometimes. Thank you so much to everyone who left a comment and suggestion. You guys really helped to propel this series and propel my channel forward. You guys always have the best ideas. I cannot thank you guys enough. And also, if you've ever just left a nice comment or given the video a thumbs up, I seriously really appreciate it. I'm obviously like a big Sims creator on YouTube, but at the same time, I'm not like insanely big, if you know what I mean. So I still do like read every single comment, appreciate every single thumbs up, and I can really like feel the community we've built with these series, and like I recognize your names in the comment section and stuff. So thank you again for sticking around and enjoying my videos every single week. I'm very lucky to have you. Shout out to my silent viewers out there, you know, those of you who have never left a comment and never given the video a thumbs up, but nonetheless, you sit down and and you watch and you spend time with me. I appreciate you as well. But with that being said, this series is now concluded. It's time to move on to the next project. Drop your suggestions down below on what series or what one-off videos you want me to do. It doesn't have to be like a shell challenge. It can literally be anything. I can do some gameplay. I can do some create a sim. You know, I might surprise you. And before you go, don't forget to use code DoctorAshley for an extra 4 months of Surfshark for free. Click the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen. But as usual, I can't wait to see you guys next week, and I hope you all have a very, very, very above average day. Love you!